Hey, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather, and this is the Fluffy Oracle. If you're new here, welcome, and go ahead and consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that subscribe button down below for me. And if you enjoy this video, I encourage you guys to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below and let me know how it resonated and if you have any other thoughts on this video and how it connected with you during this reading. This reading is going to be all about revealing your truest self as well as your personalities on the deepest soul level that I can channel into with connecting with your energies. Please feel free to take as much time as you need and pause the video at any moment while I am speaking in order to pick the number or pile that you are most drawn to during this time. When I cannot stress this enough with taking the most time that you possibly can to pick the right pile, because this reading is going to be very important, I promise you, because there is a lot of cards and this is going to really connect for you. Is my best, to the best of my abilities. But I also want you to also really enjoy this reading as well. So, as usual, the number for your timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as in the first comment from my mobile users. And without further ado, we will go ahead and jump right in with pile 1. So I will see you in just a sec. So for my left who chose pile number 1, let's get into this. So, you're the type of person that is up for anything, and you will rise to any occasion just to get the jobs done, because you believe that nothing is absolute except for change, because that is the only opportunity for you to kind of like make any kind of headway in life, is to basically rise to the challenge and to stand up for what you believe in, and also to just do the damn thing, is what I get with this. You are a very heart-centered person, very compassionate, very wise and knowledgeable. You're the type of person that believes in reincarnation. And if there's an opportunity, you are the type to, no doubt, take and grasp that opportunity as soon as it's presented to you. You also are the type of person that looks deep within. You like to meditate, and you take a deeper look at things, and you are able to see the truth within instead of someone who's lying to you. You can see past their bullshit, basically. You know when to open your mouth, and you stand up and speak for what's right and what's true. So I also have the Egypt card, the Celtic card, and the spirituality and religion. So you are a kind of almost a by-the-book type of person. Very noble, very set in your ways, kind of like, it is what it is, this is how it's going to be, and you stand firm in that decision. And I also feel that you are a very centered individual. You know how to pull everything in. You're very focused, you're very present, and you're very aware of exactly how much power it is that you exude. And you kind of take charge of what needs to be taken charge of in your life. You kind of don't take things sitting down. And you faced a lot of kind of deep and dark challenges, a lot of dark nights of the soul, and you've come out on top. Because you've known that you've had this inner strength the entire time, and you use all of that inner strength to push through any shadow aspects that have come up and kind of worked through all that karma and gotten rid of it already. Because you were wise enough to move through all those situations with ease and to kind of meet them head on and take the challenges in order to be successful. You have a lot of self-care and self-love. You know exactly who you are and what you want, and you're not afraid to show it. And it helps you to kind of move through life easily and more freely. And you're able to express yourself a whole lot more, is what I get with this. You are also basically, when you were younger, I get you were kind of like almost like the ugly duckling, because I am really attracted to the swan. And now that you have gotten older and more wiser, and you've developed that self-confidence from within, you've gracefully swanned out and become the beautiful swan in your life's journey so far. So These are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. Know that I love you, and I will see you guys next reading. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading. So you guys are the type of person who is willing to explore and absolutely loves to explore new places, new things, new people. And you kind of have that brave, take charge type of personality as well. But you're also very peaceful and calm and very giving and knowledgeable and very honoring and loyal as well. And you are the type of person that will forgive, but you will not forget. So having that type of personality helps you to move through kind of any type of situation with smooth and ease. And you don't take things for granted because you know exactly what you have when you have it, and you value everything that you have and those who are in your life. You have a whole knowledge that's very deep, and you grasp the concept of value and knowing the value of someone else and having that while they're with you. So that way you don't squander things or basically take things for granted. You don't do that. You take good care of exactly who you are, what you have, and the people that are in your life. You're very nurturing, and you like to also be out in nature is what I get with the trees card. You have a lot of trust, not only in yourself, but in your faith and your spirituality as well. When in the past, you felt very alone and very kind of abandoned, but you've kind of found a lot of deep inner solace in having faith in yourself and trusting that spirit is there with you. And you kind of approached it in a childlike manner, but you took your time with it. And it kind of helped you learn and understand quite a bit. And that's what helped you to become very grateful for the things that you have and not take things so for granted in the past, like you had done before. You're very happy with what you have, and you count your blessings because they have brought you so many new beginnings and so many new blessings as well on top of that. And it's given you a lot of progress throughout life. And it's also made you a more stronger, more stable individual is what I get with this. So I do want to read the backs of these 2 cards because I feel really drawn to. So for the change card, or the progress card, we have charge forward, be willing to make mistakes. You were willing to dive in and kind of have that childlike mentality, like I had said before, to kind of approach things in a learning type of manner, and you were able to learn and adapt and move throughout those issues and problems when they arose very easily. And then we have take the leap with the courage card. Your courage will see you through. So by doing all of that, it's given you, like I had said before, that extra inner strength, that extra oomph to make it through these life, trials and tribulations throughout life. And also it's given you that courage to continue to press forward and kind of meet things head on and not back down from them, and to progress firmly and strongly through them to be successful and abundant in life. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next video. Have a blessed one. Alrighty, for my loves who chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading. So you guys have an immense amount of self-pride, self-worth, loyalty, so much so that words really can't express how much of kind of like a saintly type of energy that you guys give off within kind of this very modest, humbled person, but a lot of pride and a lot of value in yourself. And you are also a very loyal people, and you're also kind of a mystery to most people because you kind of tend to stay to yourself a bit, where you kind of just hold back just enough to make sure that you can just sit back and watch everything around you, kind of to take it all in, especially when you encounter someone new. But the energy you give off is just so calming and comforting to those around you that they kind of want to be closer to you as well. But sometimes I feel like that can kind of like almost invade a little bit of your space. But you guys absolutely exude this kind of like majestic wonderment about yourselves. Sometimes some of you can actually end up wearing like a false mask. Like some of you end up putting on a false mask to kind of hide some of that a little bit, and to kind of almost mask your pride a bit for some of you. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's what I'm getting from this. But there's a certain type of innocence about it, especially when you're in a relationship. You have this strong sense of just relationship pride, and you have a loyal, like you are very, you have an undying loyalty to your partner, is what I'm trying to say, is what I got. Because we have spouse and vows. And I feel like you nurture your relationship to a point where it's very sacred to you. I can tell you that much. But you nurture your relationship to a point to where your partner feels completely safe, and you make them feel very comfortable and, you know, very welcome around you. And they don't want to ever be away from you. You're that type of person where it's like a ride or die type of situation. You're with them through thick and thin till death do you part. That type of energy. Your partner trusts you quite a lot, and they put a lot of faith in you. And they also like spending a lot of time with you because they feel like they sometimes can't get enough of you, because they love just being around your energy because of how calming and how just reassuring it is. You have kind of an old soul from what I get, and like a lot of pride and faith in your beliefs. But it's helped you to have this transformation in your relationship, and it's also helped you to well, not helped you, but helped your partner to kind of have a lot of change in their lives. And like they are just absolutely mystified by you. Like anyone who's in a relationship with you ends up being very mystified by you, kind of like because I'm looking at the mermaid and I'm thinking of like sirens, how mermaids would sing and like kind of distract sailors, that type of thing, that mystifying energy that just draws you in, that type of allure. You're that type of person that has that absolute allure effect on people and those who are around you and in relationships with you. And they tend to find a lot of beauty in you, whether you see it or not. They see it quite a bit, and it's just something that kind of like blows their mind and kind of puts a lot of things into perspective for them. But they also love the fact of how loyal you are and how faithful you are in your relationships with them. So I know it was kind of quick and kind of like a little scattered here and there, but I think it kind of made a lot of sense. I do hope that it did make sense for you and that it resonated for you. And I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next video. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 4, let's get into your reading. Originally, I gotta be honest, I was only gonna do 3 piles, and then something said do a 4th pile. So I did a 4th pile to see what we would get. So this pile I feel has a greater significance and importance. So if you've chosen this pile, there's definitely going to be some important messages for you guys. So right away I'm drawn to the You Are the Oracle card up here. I know it's kind of silly and funny, but it really caught my attention when I put it down, and I'm just like very funny in my head because of the fact that I'm the fluffy oracle. No pun intended, I'm just saying. That it caught my attention. But for you people that have chosen this pile, I feel like you guys are very, very in tune and aware and kind of awakened souls, more so than the others. And I feel like you have a lot of prophetic visions and a lot of psychic gifts that are open and available to you, because we also have the awareness card right here. So I feel like you guys are highly aware and awake individuals. But they also want you to know that you are not abandoned. Sometimes I know you guys who are on this awakened awareness path and in the ascension journeys and whatnot and so forth, there is a lot of alone time, but know that you guys are not abandoned. You just need to kind of work out how you can going about with finding the people that kind of are like-minded individuals and kind of like basically mesh with you naturally. And know that this journey, this ascension journey that you're on, it's very sacred, and I feel like you guys have kind of really owned that and kind of begun to really enjoy it, especially during the times when there's been a lot of heartbreak for some of you. I feel like there's been a lot of turmoil with going through this, especially in the beginning. I feel like you've had your heart broken quite a lot for some of you guys and kind of felt a lot of loss. But they want you to stand firm in your convictions. They want you to have confidence in yourself and know that you are strong enough to get through this. Even when things are too quiet and people aren't around to talk to, they want you to feel comforted in knowing that you are strong within and that you have it and that you are more than capable of making it through this journey. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this journey, you wouldn't be awake, and you wouldn't be aware of the things that are going on, like coming to these readings and hearing what I'm saying to you. If you're hearing what I'm saying to you, then you are aware and awake. You are meant to be here. This reading was meant for you. They want you to have compassion, not only just for others, but for yourselves as well. And you have this strong adaptation to where you can adapt to any situation, is what I feel with this. For the adapt to a new situation. I know some of this is new for some of you, but I feel like you guys are more than capable of adapting and very quickly. You have a very down-to-earth mindset with the Native American card. And this is kind of like a whole new point of view on spirituality for you. And it's also going to lead some of you to your divine partners if you haven't met them already as well. That is why you've awakened on this journey, because you are meant to find your divine partner. It's going to take a little bit of, patience, time, and kind of relaxing a bit and kind of enjoying what you have now and staying in the present moment and kind of living peacefully and harmoniously with what you have. The way you see things, although sometimes things can be a little bit more false than others, and some people tend to wear false masks, you tend to see right through it. And they want you to take pride in that. Have pride that you are able to see through people's false masks and that you have this ability and that you're aware and awake. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks, and have a blessed one.
I'm dreaming.